Hello and welcome everybody to a final stream. I think this is it. This is it. I know I said after I wrapped up the streams that there was going to be hardly any through the month of December, but I couldn't help myself because I am ridiculously close to 200 subscribers. So this is my last race to 200, my final lap. If I don't make it, I don't make it. What I'll have to do is come in next year with some hot looking stuff. So, and actually I could probably show you guys some of that stuff today actually. So, yeah. I definitely am going to do a nice Christmas stream where I show off some good Christmas gifts that I get and stuff like that. This year's been kind of touch and go, but it's been a good year for the most part. I have no further complaints. It was a good year for streaming, but I'm hoping that 2024 is definitely a better year for streaming. Definitely a better year for actual plays. To bring you guys up into the Tabletop Junkie news, let's review some of my current stuff real quick. So today, just moving some stuff around real quick. Sorry about the dead time. So today, I want to bring up where we're going to be basically starting. So for Castles and Crusades, we're about 30% through my first campaign. So we are going to be starting at 30%. My goal for 2024 is we reach 60+% finished before the end of 2024. With that said, that's not a 60+% is not, 60% minimum is not an overly stretched goal since we kind of went with 30 and we had the same amount of time, so we only did 30%, but we did a lot of cancellations this year. There was a lot of hard things going on this year, so that hopefully next year will be better, and I'm hoping to make it to 60%. Alright, well, with that said, let's move on to the next thing, and then we got Call of Cthulhu. So, Call of Cthulhu, we are somewhat through. I don't know what the percentage is on that one. I didn't really do much of that. So, I might be working at a stretch goal to try and get that taken care of as much as I can. So, but we are making pretty good on the Horror of the Orient Express. So, yay me. Alright, so that's the end for news. Okay, so today we're not going to do so much video games. We might play a little Ghostbusters. I think Mass Effect and Witcher are kind of out of the moment. So let's move on to what I really brought you guys here for is some TTRPG stuff. So let's go into we're going to use one of my news screens that we haven't really had chances to use. Hello. You guys are probably seeing a black screen right now, which is fine. We're going to move back to this one for just a moment. So we're going to boot up. So that screen is my Foundry access screen. So we are going to go into Foundry, and we're gonna plug and play some numbers. So I did promise you guys an actual play today, or a solo game, which I probably won't get to acting out much of the solo game. I'm still doing some prep work for that because that's going to be, if I do any more streaming for the year, it's going to be something with that. Sorry, just getting myself situated. Not very comfortable in my own space right now. We got a lot of, kids home from the frickin' holidays and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay, so with this being said, we're just gonna pop in a, I don't know if I'm going to use that one. I think I'm just going to make up my own game world here. Create world. And we're just going to say delete when done. Because, yeah. Nothing special here. Ain't keeping it, so we're going to be pushing into, alright, so we're going to be jumping in here. Ain't going to be a whole lot of stuff going on. All right, so now let's go into Foundry Access. Here we are, right here. There we go. Welcome to my Foundry. So we're gonna create some actors here. So we're gonna create the first character. Here we go. All right. So we had some. So we're gonna create some parties here. We're gonna actually expand this all the way out. So we're gonna actually play around with this for a little bit. Do some power. All right. So resources we keep track of is food, water, arrows, bolts, and I guess we'll even do rocks. Big freaking whoop. Rocks, everyone. Okay. So we got that. All right, so do I have anyone? All right, we got Mrs. Tabletop in chat. Do we have anyone else in chat today? Probably not. Let me. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Sticky notes. I need to pull up my sticky notes. And I've got more expansions on my current homebrew world. So, all right, so let's see what we got here. We're gonna just do some of this. Okay, so we got a human, assassin, level 1, yay that. Everyone's going to start out at first level. Alright, we're going to boot up some books here, get my main book going. I love referring to the main book. Alright, so we got a human assassin. So for humans, we get to, we don't get much. We get, we're medium creatures. We have common language. Let's see here. Let's go to description. Okay, so we're medium creatures, common language. What am I looking for? No, languages, common. It's going to be a male. Probably no religion, as far as we could see. So let's see here. All right. 30 feet for movement. Let me find movement right here. 30 feet. We're good. All right. Well, and we get to pick 3 attributes. Yay me. All right. Well, let's see what kind of attributes that we should select as our prime attributes for an assassin. Woo! And I will be playing this probably in the next one. If I do, if I get a bonus lap, I'll take it. Bonus lap, we'll play it more into it. So. All right, we got 1d6, any non-good alignment. What is my alignment supposed to be? Oh, it says lawful good, but it says any non-good. So I guess I'm going to go with lawful neutral. Yeah, lawful neutral alignment. Amen to that. Let's see, where is my alignment? Right here. Lawful neutral. I feel like that doesn't change. Doesn't. It's right there. Any non-good, that's just so weird. And I went with lawful neutral, so alright, whatever. Okay, so it looks like I got wisdom, dexterity, charisma, and intelligence is going to be some of my biggest stuff. Dexterity has got to be the prime, so then I get to select 2 more. So I don't worry about dexterity, so I got wisdom, charisma, and intelligence. Ugh. Well, it looks like strength and constitution is out, so... we're going to go with, boy, this is going to be kind of hard. Well, we're going to go with charisma. Just so that way I look good while doing shit and can talk my way out of anything if I need to. And, well, I guess we're going to go with, wisdom so that way we can make sure we know that no one's getting the drop on us. Heck yeah. We ain't going to let anyone get the drop on us. We're going to take away the hit points here because we don't know how many hit points we're going to start off with right now. Alright, so moving on. Okay, so my biggest thing is going to be... Alright, so my main prime attributes here are going to be 9. 9. And 9. Awesome sauce. Got that. All the 9s are taken care of. So I only have 3 more left. Let's see. Intelligence is going to get the 1. Oh, I can't believe I rolled it. I rolled that by accident. Whoop-de-doo. Huh. Alright, so intelligence is going to get the 8. I know, right? Like, that's some shit, alright? Strength is going to be 4. There we go. And you're like, oh my god, these attributes suck. They do. I rolled crappy for this guy, and I feel bad about it. But this is what we call, I don't know what we call this. Crap. So there we go. We got all that going in. All right, let's look at some special abilities. For the all right, we get extra attribute. It's not gonna be that. That's just something for flavor. Ain't gonna worry about flavor. Okay, so then we also have armor, special restrictions. That's non-rollable, so we're not even gonna worry about that either. Case target. I'm not sure if that's gonna be rollable, but we'll find out. Most of this I will take care of probably outside of the stream, so we're not wasting up too much time for all that. Correct. Oh wait, case target. That's still got a wisdom by it, so that might be rollable. There we go. All right, climb, which is dexterity. Disguise, which is charisma. I know, and I don't have much of anything to go with on this, so I hope, let's see, I got the armor, special restrictions, case target, climb, disguise, oh, and then I need death attack, so let's get that in there. Death attack, I'm not sure if that's going to be rolled. It does say none by it, so we're going to be calling it good on that one. Alright, and then we got hide, which is also going to be dexterity, so that might be rollable. Listen. That too is also going to be wisdom. Man, assassins get a lot. Alright, we got hide, listen, move silently. Identify poisons. Sneak attack, which isn't much, but that might be rollable too. And then traps, which is also intelligence. So there we go. Whew, they do get a lot, don't they? All right, let's see here. All right, so we got that. Level 2 is going to be 1751. All right. Maybe in the adventure, maybe they'll become level 2, maybe they won't. Who knows? Not much for background and title right now. Let's go. We got character abilities, equipment. We don't have any equipment yet. Let's start rolling on some of that stuff real quick. And then we should be fine to move on to the next one. Meanwhile, let's check this. We got Spartacus in the chat. Hey, master of character making and meowing cats. Yes, I had a cat meowing in the back. Cannon fodder, that's what he'll be. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I don't even know what else to call that. Probably. Anyone gets any time, please make sure you guys do retweet this, because I'm trying to get up to as many as I can. Many subs as I can. Alright, so lawful neutral. Alright, so lawful neutral. Characters of this alignment place primary importance on ultimate order, structure, and regulation of behavior. Good and evil are largely relevant for the characters of this alignment because everything flows from order of law. So he'll follow law, but he'll hurt someone who doesn't. So he's basically an executioner. Gotta love that one. All right, 3d4. Let's roll a 3d4, shall we? Actually, I could probably just type in 3d4. I think it's got its own rolling. It does not. All right, 7 times 10. That's 70. I got 70 gold pieces to buy shit. So there we go. Okay. Wow, we have no spells, nothing to worry about. Let's pre-generate. Let's generate random heights and weight stuff. And age. Let's do that. We're going to do probably around the starting age. Starting age for human is really 15 years old. Assassin is group 1, which is only a 1d4, so 3, so he's 18 years old. Ugh, he may die young. He may die young. We'll find out. Alright. 2d10. And then the second one is 2d10. Alright, 4 for that one. So, let's see. 4. Alright, so he's 5'2". And his weight... This is going to be interesting shit. 165 pounds. I imagine at 165 pounds, he's probably above average. So he's probably a little chunky. Because he's only 5'2" and 165 pounds. Minimum, so that's like literally like almost the lowest you can go. The lowest you can go is actually 5 foot, unless you go with the minimum, which is 4'10". So a human could be anywhere from 4'10" up to 6'6" by these records, if you do the random generation. And then that weight goes from 120 pounds to 220. So he's kind of... So if you do the average, and this is how you kind of figure out if somebody... Like, if you want to imagine, how would you figure out if someone's got a little bit of meat on their bones, or if they're skinny as a twig, or if they're obese? Well, here's how I kind of look at it, okay? If you're obviously... If you look at all the integers and stuff like that, so we're going to take 4.10 plus 6.6. You can even do 6.60. 6.6. And then divide that by 2. The average is 5.354. Okay. If you're 5'4", and... Okay, so then you got to take the lowest number to the highest number and then divide that by 2, so 170. So if you're like 5'4", weighing in 170 pounds, you're like, you have the right amount of fat and right amount of skinniness to you, basically, and just right about enough muscle to really be like, oh, that's average. Like, you're not skinny or fat, you're average looking. Okay. This guy is pushing average looking by just being 5 foot. Weight is average for 5'4". Essentially. So honestly, is he fat? He's got a little bit more meat on his bones, probably just barely above that. Also, with a strength of 4, I'm not really sure. With that being said, he's probably got more fat on him than muscle in that case. And also because he's not very fast on his feet for an assassin. But, you know, that's something to look at. Now, it's not an exact science of calculation, but it is pretty close. Just do, like, keep it around the average. Like we said, average is 5'4". If you're 5'4" at 170 pounds, you're perfect. You know, you're not too skinny, you're not big, you know, you're perfect. When you start going lower than that and then lower than the average... Now, see, we're below the average in both... Oh, shit, I fucked this up. Hang on a second. So you're about below average on the height and below average, just like 5 pounds below average on the size. So you're about, we could say for 5 pounds, we could say you're at average, but you're below average height for your size, for your weight. So you probably just got a little bit more meat on your bones, but you're not like fat. That's probably about just average. Give your characters a little leeway. I mean, if this person was weighing in at like 200 pounds and 5'10" or 200 pounds or 220 pounds at like 5'2", then yeah, that's when you can declare, okay, this person has some issues. Probably needs to lay off the donuts for a while. And no, I'm not trying to make fun. It's just if you want accurate size on that one, description, that's the best way to do it. Now, if you're 4'10" and 120 pounds, then you're perfect. Anything below that, you're kind of probably underweight. All right, let's move on. Okay, so we got 70 freaking gold pieces to use. Now, we have some special restrictions on the armor. What that means is we're only probably allowed to use leather armor anyway, so yeah, let's see what we can do here. Leather armor, leather coat, and padded armor. That's all we can do, but we can use any weapons. Alright, well, let's look at some things here. Alright. Tries to sneak into place to kill someone. Steps on a loose floorboard and gets shot by an arrow. Right in the butt. Right in the butt. I would also like to thank, for those who have actually did support the stream today, which is Sparta Chris, Mrs. Tabletop, and I think I even saw Melee K in on this a little bit too. So, I don't know if she's actually in the chat today, but, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Trying to make it to the subs. All right, so we're only been on the air for about a half hour now. Let's see if we have. I don't think I have any new subs, but let's find out. If I do, I might do something special. I don't know. 164 still. Damn it. Come on. Let's make it to 165. Maybe everyone's tired of me hearing me talk, and they need a break, so I'll even give it that. Alright, let's see what we got here. We're going to actually... Okay, so... let's see here. If I go with... Oh, I'm not going with scale mail. Screw that. I don't even think he... Wow, nope. We're just going to go with a... let's go with leather armor. That's the best I can do for armor. Alright, quantity 1. Price for leather armor is going to be... Oh, well, hang on a second. Maybe we don't need that here. Let's make that disappear for just a moment. All right. Let's go right over here to armor. Okay, so leather armor. EV for that is going to be 2. Weight is going to be 15. And the price it's going to cost is 10 gold pieces. Amen to that. Okay. Leather armor grats a 2 to AC. Amen to that. All right. Plus 2 to AC, so that's that. There's my 12 right there. I got 60 gold pieces left. Oh boy. Goes quickly when you don't have much. Alright, so we got that. Oh boy, what an assassin should be very easily stealthy. So let's get a dagger, shall we? Let's do a dagger weapon. Could I do an expert dagger? Ooh, I could probably do an expert dagger. So I'm going to do an expert dagger, which is going to cost 10 times more than the dagger itself. So dagger right now is only 2 gold pieces. 10 times more than that is 20. So 20 GP for that. Weight is about the same as a regular dagger. 1 pound. 1 EV. Damage for a dagger is 1d4. But we get a +1. We get a +1 to hit, and then we get a +1 attack bonus. Melee range. Actually, range is 20 feet. So we can even throw it. Alright. So now, if you roll to attack, it should be d20 +0 +1. Nope, that is incorrect because you also got to add in your fudging freaking strength dex. Or strength dex. Your strength modifier. So, with that being said, we got to do... Okay, so attack bonus should be your base attack plus your strength modifier plus any additional information on top of that, which it's expert, so you get a +1 to hit and a +1 for damage. So let's see, 0 minus 2 is -2, +1, that's -1. So we got a -1 there. Oh boy. All right, now it should come out accurate. How the hell does that work? What am I rolling here? Oh, okay. Oh, I rolled a 1. That's how that worked. Okay. And I rolled a 3. That's how that works. Yeah, okay. Yep, that works perfectly fine. All right. That's how you know you're doing it right. Still kind of sucks. If you throw it, just remember if you do a throwing item and it doesn't add the dex for some strange reason. So if you use it as a throwing item, just remember to replace the dex with that 0, which would probably take you up to at least a +1. Thank God for that. You might be better off just throwing the damn dagger. Might just be worth that. You can even make notes on these things, like say, okay, melee attack for this would be D20 plus STR plus, or no, we should do BTH plus STR plus 1. And then range attack should be D20 plus BTH plus DEX is how I do it, plus 1. So yeah, I might actually have a better attack on that. Might just have a better thing on that one too. So also damage is also determined by strength and attack as well. So got to remember to put this -2 right here because that still counts. And then I would also do this. So put that there. Damage is going to be 1d4 plus 1 minus 2. And then that's pretty much about it there. And then same for this one. Damage should be 1d4 plus 1 plus 0. So there we go. All right, now let's see if this actually works out the way we need it to. Okay, so we got fucking 1 on the die, plus 1. So that's 2 minus 2. Okay, let's see. Let's try it again. All right, that's a 3 this time. So we got a 4. Plus 1, that'd be 5. Minus 2, that'll be 3. Yep, so that does check out. Holy crap, this is probably the worst. This is one of the worst characters I've ever made, but hey, I can live with it. All right, so I just spent like 20 gold pieces on that, everybody. So that was fun. I've got 40 left. All right, let's see here. And let's check my equipment. And I'm currently carrying 23 pounds. We're going to put some things in the notes here. So we're going to put like notes EV. So we're going to, because remember, you got to count EV for carrying. All the carrying equipment, including what you're wearing. So my EV for this is a 2. My EV for this is a 1. So that's 3. So I don't know if I'm over encumbered yet. So my total EV. All right. So total unburdened, burden, overburdened. All right. Let's check it. Let's see what we're not quite there yet. So, all right. So an EV is calculated like this, as always. Let's see here. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Determine. Okay. So this is then modified. Okay. So if the encumbrance is equal to their strength score, and then it goes up by 3 if you got strength or constitution, and then if you got both, it's 6. So, let's see what we have here. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. That's a 4. Oh, boy. So, to be unburdened, you got to carry 4 or less. And then, burden is up to 3 times. So 4 times 3, 12. And then 13 plus. Yeah. Can't carry that much, can he? So, whew, look at that. I'm about to be unburdened. I'm unburdened right now. I'm currently in the unburdened range, but I'm about to be probably be burdened here real soon. Because I still got more shit I could buy. Alright, so we're down to about 40 gold pieces left. Okay. What else does a... Oh, now we got to figure out what else does... Well, Assassin should have poisons, but I think poisons do cost a little bit much. Let's find out, shall we? Should be here somewhere. Poisons, poisons, poisons. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, so a type 1 poison is 5 gold pieces. That's cost per dose, and that you only get 1 use. Holy shit. Type 2 is 15. Type 3 is 45, which I can only probably buy a couple of the first types. So that won't cost you too much. They're like the use of a dagger. So as far as the equipment is, we're gonna say type 1. Or we're gonna say type 1 poison right there. Maybe I'll give it a name. Maybe I won't. I'll just buy 2 of those. The price of 1 is 5 GP. The weight of 1, there is no weight. It's not going to be really mattering, and there's no EV on that either. So there's that. Whoop-de-fucking-do. That was like 10 gold pieces right there alone. All right. Which leaves 30 left. All right. Now we're going to need one more. I'm going to do 1 type 2 poison. Just 1. That'll be 15 GP. And once again, just put these down to 0. I'm not, unless you have like 10 of them, it ain't going to really make much of a damn bit of difference. These are kind of like what you would deem as bulk. So, minus 15. I got 15 left. Well, let's get some food. Let's get some food for the assassin. Assassin needs food. God only knows how long he's going to go out and start starving himself. All right, we're going to do 3 weeks worth of rations. So 3 weeks, we're going to say week's worth, week worth. It's week. So we're going to say 3 GP each. The total weight. Now, see, I'm not sure if it would count here. The total weight is 7 pounds and then 4. But that's only for like 1. I'm wondering if it will. I wonder if it calculated that for all of them. All right, 41. And that's all my freaking food there. Let's see, 41. Minus 7, 34. All right, let's see what the other weights are real quick. Make sure it's... $15 and 1. $18. What else do I have on me again? Write that down to 0, so 16. Okay. That might have done that. That literally might have done that. Okay, so 16. So 16 minus 15 1, yeah. Yeah, that did do that. Okay, cool. So 7. I could have probably just did it a little bit differently, like 3 GP. All right, so now it says 37. That doesn't make any damn bit of sense. 7 pounds, 4 EV. Wait a minute, did I... Oh, no, did that right. Okay, so why was it 41 before? Holy crap, like... Okay, 7 times 3, 21, plus 16, 37. Oh, it was 41 before. I wonder what else I must have had on me. Totally forgot about that. Oh, and he has no water. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it was this. Oh, yeah. Yep, it was the gold. Well, now he ain't got gold on him. Technically, gold is not supposed to be calculated unless it's got, like, an abundance. Like, what happens if you have 1,000 gold? Oh, yeah, fuck that. Alright. It doesn't matter. This actually puts the EV at 4, 8, 12. So, 12 plus 3 is 15. And so my total is 15, which actually puts me in the burden range. So while in the burden range, we got to make sure we got the appropriate penalties. So the appropriate penalties is minus 6 feet to the move score, and then plus 2 CL to all dexterity-based checks. Yep. So either I take a minus 2 or it's always gonna be harder. So for me, my new base right now is going to be 14 instead of 12. So, all right. My Constitution is a minus 1. So I'm going to take the full amount of my hit dice, which is a 6. Minus 1, that is 5. I have literally 5 hit points. Alright, now we just got to come up with a name for him. And I think that is it. Like I said, I could do everything else on my own as far as description and stuff goes. So, let's start on the new character, shall we? And let's see, do we have anything else going on here? End of the year goals, go Junkie go. Yay, there you go. Thank you, Patty. I'm going to retweet that. Come on, we're trying to make it final lap. Let's do it. It's still 164. All right, let's see who's in chat. So far, still part of Chris and Mrs. Tabletop. He's going to be burdened by food. His name shall be Jerry. All right, we'll call him Jerry. We're going to call him Jerry. The worst assassin ever. We're going to give him that title. The worst assassin ever. That means he probably doesn't have much. Background. What was Jerry before he was an assassin? You know what? Before he was an assassin, he was a petty thief. Alright, so since that's weekly and 7 days go into a week, I've got enough food for 21 days. Whoop-de-doo. And I have no water, no arrows, no nothing. I have a dagger, so we'll have to see a cook's assistant. Oh, okay, I'll take that. Well, and here's the thing. We do get to pick either an advantage or secondary. To wrap this up, we do get to pick an advantage or a secondary skill, which I think cooking is a skill. Preparation. So let's see here. Let's pull up my DMG guide. And if not, you know what? I think I have cooking. We can just make it up on the go. I think I have cooking or culinary skill. We'll give him a we'll give him a culinary skill right now. We'll call it culinary, and it's gonna be rollable. And like I said, we'll do that culinary 1, which means now whatever the attribute is what it'll roll, but it should get it automatically. Takes a so when you in my book, when you have a skill set to that, it's basically +1 to your bonus. What I've done in the past is I just take it out of your base. If your base for that attribute is supposed to be 12, I just make it an 11. Either way, whether it's easier or whatnot, you're still getting the +1 bonus, regardless how you want to cook up that one. All right, there we go. All right, we'll make up an appearance and whatnot, and probably come back to Jerry in a little bit. So meanwhile, we got Jerry right here, everybody. Jerry's gonna go away for a minute, and we're about to bring out the next one, the next character. Ooh, who's gonna be the next player person I play? Well, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. He is gonna be a dwarf ranger. Haha. Yes, dwarf ranger, everybody. Dwarf ranger. All right, let's look at some stuff here. So we got food, water, and we got arrows, which we're probably going to use, bolts, which is probably what we're going to use, and rocks. Nobody really cares about rocks, but sometimes you may have to use a rock. Shit happens. All right, let's go into dwarves. Okay, dwarves are cool as shit. I love dwarves, especially in this one. They get a lot of stuff going. So we're just gonna call into some character abilities. We've got animosity towards elves, deep vision, determined depth and direction, anonymity for goblins and orcs. Which I don't know how that's going to work out in my game going into the future, because eventually you can play orcs and stuff like that, but I don't know. Maybe they'll never forget. Maybe the assassin's trying to kill him. Who knows? Stonecraft, which is also wisdom. Who knows what the scores are on this guy? And that's about it there. Okay, so let's get some final stuff in here. So 20 feet there. Considered small, and then a +1 to Constitution and a +1 to Dexterity. Awesome sauce. Okay, all right. Well, that's or -1 to the Dexterity. Whoops. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we're gonna get here before we move. Okay. And then a +2 traps and structures only. Find traps and structures only. Oh yeah, that's got to go under character abilities. So +2 to find traps in structures only. And like I said, we'll go through all that in a minute. Okay, so we're making a ranger. All right, so let me put this at, I don't know if I could do that. Oh, I can. It just won't count towards anything. Okay, so we got 1 towards Constitution, and then a -1 towards Dexterity. All right, awesome sauce. Now I know what those are. All right, and let's move into the class of a ranger. All right, so strength looks like it's gonna have to be the best. I know strength, dexterity is gonna be probably this ranger's biggest thing. Strength and dexterity. So we're gonna, yeah, okay, that's how we're gonna do that. Okay, so 15 for strength. Actually, if we're gonna make this a ranger, we're gonna probably need to do something a little bit different. Let's do a 12 for strength and a 14 for dex. There we go. At least give them that. BTH is 0. Whoops. Let's see here. BTH is 0. All right, and then let's see here. 11. Used, and used. Okay. And then we'll just do this, I guess. There we go. So not bad. Not as bad as the last character, but still. And that one will be easy because it doesn't have a con bonus. So yay, amen to that. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's get to the next part. Write down the character abilities. All right. And like I said, I'm going to go through these myself. He may not be able to delay or neutralize the poison too easily. But all these dexes are going to be pretty well. All these dexterity moves are going to be pretty well good. All right, there we go. All right. So we got that. Next one is going to be 2251. Amen there. Okay, his alignment is... Oh, and this is not a male actor or male dwarf. This is a female dwarf. Look at that. Female dwarves. There we go. Chaotic good. All right. Now let's get the random height and stuff going on here. So dwarves. Dwarves can start off at 3'9". Well, I'm gonna roll a 2d4 because I want to. And then another 2d4. So I got about 2 there. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. All right. So this is gonna be pretty good. So let's see, 4. So this dwarf is 4'1". And okay, all right, and 178 pounds. All right, so this makes dwarves short, but this one is average stocky. I'm actually... So the max height that a dwarf could start off with is literally 5'5". I am literally 4 points away from that. I am 4 inches away from that. So if you want to know what average is for these, let me show you. So 3.9 plus 4.5 divided by 2. Average is 4'2". I'm actually below average on my height. 150 plus 206 divided by 2. I'm actually at average. I am below average by like freaking 1. I think what am I? By 1 inch. So I'm an average dwarf. I'm not gonna give a shit about that 1 inch. I'm an average dwarf. Good job for that one. All right, now let's get into what we're able to buy for our freaking dwarf. But first, let's see how much money they start off with. Alright, meanwhile, while we're doing this, let's go into chat. Stew the dwarf. Oh, okay. Hopefully he doesn't get his poisons and spices mixed up. Oh, wow. He's pathetic. He probably needs to starve himself a little. Do some immediate fasting. He's going to be burned by food. yeah. That Susan the Dwarven Ranger. Okay. We're gonna call her Susan. Actually, I'm gonna come up with a dwarf name derivative from Susan. How about that? That'll be even more fun. But let's see what Susan the dwarf gets to start off with. So as a ranger, 3d8s. Woo. That'll be 8 times 10. That's 80 gold pieces. Not bad. Not good either. All right. Look at that. So it's like, what, 1 gold piece weighs a pound? Or is it every 10? Every 10 is a pound. Okay. I don't know about that. I like the 160 gold pieces is like 1 EV. And that way we're not keeping track of all bunch of bullshit. Okay. Well, I got 80 gold pieces. Let's see here. Could my dwarf... I think the best I can do without overspending is studded leather. Because I want that to remain under half. So 25 is not bad out of 80. So could a ranger wear studded leather? It can. They can. So we're gonna definitely do studded leather here. Because that's gonna be 25 gold pieces off the top. But let's also make sure that studded leather maybe comes with a helmet. Does not. If I want a scale mail, maybe. How much is a scale mail? How much is a chainmail shirt? It's 100 gold. Oh, scale mail 50. And I can get a free helmet with it. The helmet would only be a leather coif though, which I could probably buy that because that's going to be well over 50%, and I definitely need to get other things too. So we're definitely going to shy away from that. If I want this person to have a helmet, they will. All right, studded leather it is, so 25 GP. And the weight on it is going to be 20 pounds. And then the EV on it is going to be a 3. And then it's a 3 for AC. Awesome sauce. My AC base should be 10 plus my dex, which is an 11. Good, so then that goes up to 14. Awesome sauce. All right, let's see what else we got here. 80 minus 25. I got 55 gold pieces left. Okay, so the biggest thing for rangers, I think, especially this one, is going to be a ranged weapon. So let's go with some ranged weapons here. I got a longbow for 75, which I can't do. I got a short bow for 30. A light crossbow for 35. We're going to go with a short bow for 30. Short bow for 30, Alex. No, I'm just kidding. Do you have a racism stat? I'd max that every time. But that's just me. You know, that's probably a good thing. Technically, the best stat for a dwarf would always be Constitution. But, I am trying to do that. Dwarvens do have some BIS against elves. Yeah, they do got some bullshit against elves. Alright, let's continue. That was a good... Though, Fallen Angel, I do have to say, that was a good point. Still. Fair point. There's an entire Wikipedia article that for slurs against elves. Some are pretty good. Oh, jeez, really? I didn't even know that. I actually got to look into that. All right, all right. Well, Fallen Angel's also in there. And I got a new freaking person following me. Man, my Twitter's blowing up. Now, so let's see if my YouTube is. Let's see where we are at with this. We are loading. My internet is sucking today.
164.
Still 164? Okay, thank you, honey. That's still 164. Okay, well, we're still doing good. We'll check that back in a minute. All right, let's get back to this. Okay, so we do have a short bow. We're going to do just a regular short bow because that's going to take up, by itself, 30 gold pieces. That's not going to leave me a whole lot of playroom for arrows now, is it? Weight 2 pounds. And then EV for that is going to be a 3. Actually, could I? No, I couldn't because it actually does cost money. So I was just thinking maybe I could range 60. Perhaps I could I was just thinking perhaps I could do an expert short bow. Then I looked at my freaking money and I was like, nope. Because that would be 300. So that'll leave me 25 gold pieces left. Okay, so the only bonus I'm getting out of this, BTH is 0. My dex is 1. Is just 1. Nothing spectacular there. So that's done. Look at this. Booyah. Not bad rolls. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to do something else, too. Holy crap. Always remember to make sure you get your bonuses in there. And we can even make some notes here. I do, like, if you attack with a ranged weapon, I don't know, a lot of people don't like this, but I do, like, when I originally started playing D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, I always thought, they said, okay, so to do a range attack, you got to use your dex bonus. But you don't get to use your dex bonus towards damage. Well, I don't like that rule because it's like, why would you get to use it towards... Why would you get your strength bonus towards both hitting and damage, but not your dex bonus? So the way it was told to me is melee attacks get to use your strength modifier for both hitting and damage, while range attacks only uses your dex to hit, and you get nothing but straight up just a straight damage for attacking. I don't actually believe that worth a damn. I don't like that. That's just me. So since this is only used in range attacks, so it's basically going to be like this D20 plus your BTH plus your dex, and that's pretty much it. Damage for it is going to be 1d6 plus dex. So there you go. You get that's how I like to do it. It seems fair and balanced that way. I am like OCD, so it's like something's got to be symmetrical. It's got to be symmetrical. So here we go. Yep. Holy shit, like this is terrible. Okay, there we go. We're getting a little bit of better rolls now. I mean, it ain't gonna be nothing spectacular. It's not like we got like pluses. We got a 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 modifier with one fucking +1, so it's not like we're gonna have a whole lot of anything to worry about there. Alright, so now we've got this going to the equipment. Let's move down into, we got 25 gold pieces left. So let's move that down just a little bit. Alright, and well, we got armor and all that stuff. Well, let me get, I like to pack some of my people just the same way. So we'll do this. Rations, weekly, we're going to do 3. Price is 3 GP. Weight is 7 and EV is 4. So there we go. We got that. Actually, you know what? That'll be 15. So that leaves me with that. All right, let's do. I'm gonna have him have a water skin for 1 gallon water in it. It's only gonna be 1, and I think the water skin is only 4 pounds. As long as it's full. If it's not full. What happens if it's not full? Oh, okay, wow. EV is 3. If it's not full, it's basically cut down to 1/3 of its normal weight. Yeah, it'll lose like a third. So that's freaking awesome, I guess. That's only 1 GP, so heck yeah, there, 1 gold piece. GP stands for gold piece for those who don't know. And I'm pretty sure everyone here knows. We're all nerds. All right, and then let's get a backpack for this poor fellow. We can actually do, you know, what I forgot to probably get for the other guy, but he ran out, is a backpack. You can get 1 backpack at 2 gold pieces, and it'll be, the weight will be 2. The EV will be 2 as well. But we could put some things in here, like for instance, your 3 rations. That is weekly. And then your 1 water skin, which has 1 gallon of water in it. Now, when you do this, all right, so this takes up, this has a 3 cap, and this takes up to 1 cap. You have, we count them in caps, so this has an 8 cap capacity. So far we have 4 caps, 4 spaces, 4 slots used up. So now you can always refer to where these could be at, but right now you come in here, you could say in backpack, but you got to make sure that you take these down to 0 because those don't count for you anymore as long as they're in your backpack. It's kind of a way of cheating, but I kind of like it. It's a way for your character to carry more without actually worrying about being over encumbered. Okay. And we're just going to move this to 7 gold pieces. There we go. Fair enough. All right, let's see here. So the only biggest thing that we have to add for EV is 2, 5, and 8. That is it. I've literally got 7 gold pieces left, so we're not going to spend much more. So if you got, all right, so EV is 8. My total is 8. All right, so keep me unburdened. Remember, is your strength score. +3 if you have strength or con, and then +6 if you have both. So my unburden is 15. I can carry a max of, my encumbrance value has to be 15 or lower to remain unburdened. And here we go. 45. 46 plus. And I'm unburdened, so that does not matter. Oh, look at that. Maybe the assassin can get the dwarf to carry him around. All right. And let's see. We got 1 water. Okay, so a gallon of water, I believe, can last 3 days worth. Oh no, that's daily. So yeah, okay. We got 1 day. 1 day was worth of water, and we've got 21 days worth of food. Oh shit! I forgot. We have no damn arrows yet, so we got to buy some arrows. All right. Here we go. Let's buy some arrows. I got a freaking thing here with no damn arrows. All right, so we are gonna have a quiver of arrows. Let's see here. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's worth it. That's worth it. Okay, so we've got quiver of arrows, which comes with like 20. It's 2 GP. That's it. Damages as bow. Weight is 3 pounds, and then EV of 2. All right, so we got to add that. So that's going to be something carried on our person. So we got to add just the 2 EV to the EV here. So 10 and 10. Whoop-de freaking do, did not do shit. So we have 20 arrows. Keep track of. Amen to that. Not so bad. Not so bad. Well, I think that is pretty much it for the dwarf. Anyone got an idea for, like, some are pretty good. Aiden Paladin does some role-playing in the Broken Crown streams. Maybe you could get into that. I don't know. Just giving an idea. The backpack of holding. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Okay. We've been actually doing this for about 1 hour. We only got 2 more characters to make. That's it. Does anyone got an idea for the background for the dwarf? Like, where did the dwarf come from? Like, were they a miner? And I don't... Okay, oh, wait, I forgot. We got to come up with a dwarven name for Susan. For some reason, someone brought up... It's been brought up on the internet that... Oh, hey, a dwarven name for Susan would be Susanna. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna call her Susanna. Susanna Iron Fist. There we go. Susanna Iron Fist. Don't screw with her. She's got a fist of iron, everybody. Oh Lord. Yeah, I don't know what to come up with the title or anything. Husband was killed in an orc raiding party, so she wants free. Okay. Husband sounds like a bitch, and she is not. So we'll put her down as a former soldier. And yeah, there we go. No title. Susanna Iron Fist. This is gonna be interesting for this one. Iron Fist, but freaking she. No. Better yet. Yeah, Susanna Iron Fist, also known as. She's got a title. Deadeye Anna is what they're gonna call her. Deadeye Anna. There we go. But that's because she's probably pretty good at shooting shit, so hopefully she survives. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Alright. Oh, let's take that away. Alright. Susanna Iron Fist. Jerry doesn't get a last name because he was a fucking asshole. That's why. Alright, next one is going to be... Here we go. Alright. Halfling. Cleric. Alright. Hopefully not as terrible, but yeah. Alright, let's go into... Alright, here we go. Alright, let's add in some halfling stuff here. Alright, we're going to go into character abilities. Here we go. We got Fearless. Oh, and I forgot to actually select an advantage or a secondary skill for Susanna. So we might actually go back to her before the end of the stream. Because I think I might have something good for her. Alright. But doing all this talking, I need to get some more water. Told you guys today I was going to do a special stream with finally some RPG stuff. Been doing some gaming lately, so I know everyone's been seeing me play video games. right, and then we got common and halfling. And my freaking kids are bouncing around upstairs like ridiculous. So if you guys hear any banging in the background, that's exactly what it is. Alright, so we got 1 for dexterity, and then a -1 to strength. So we'll keep that in mind. Food. Water. Arrows. Bolts. And rocks. Hang on a second, guys. We have to take a small break real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. I had to go tell someone to pipe down, and then on my way to do that, I freak Bruce the Halfling Cleric. Really, Bruce? Well, hang on. Is the Halfling Cleric a male or female? It's a female. So we're gonna have to come up with another name named Bruce. Oh, you know what? We're gonna call her Britanna, or no. Hang on. Halfling names that start with B. Let's see. According to this, gonna call her Bo. There we go. Gonna call her Bo. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna hit this out, because we don't know what kind of we don't know what the cleric takes so far. So let's get back in here. All right, and then I did forget about this before we start putting in anything else. We get a +2 to +2 conceal, hide, and move silent. Which that's stuff you could add in later. Like I'll show you guys how I do all that. All right, 20 feet. Yep. So we definitely don't want her over encumbered. And I think the only one over encumbered is the only one who can move quicker than everyone else because he's taller, and he still can't do it. Ain't that fucking sad? All right, cleric. Well, cleric is gonna have a wisdom. And it's a D8. Good, got it. It does have a weapon specialty for weapons, which they can use any weapon based on their god. So like clerics. So the way I play clerics, in Castles and Crusades, it says weapons special. And then special is linked by itself because that's a totally separate thing. That does count as a weapon, and I will tell you what special means. Then it goes club, crowbill hammer, dagger, light or heavy flail, light hammer, light or heavy mace, morningstar, quarterstaff, or warhammer. However, let's say for instance, you have a god that you want to wield your god's sacred weapon, which a sacred weapon for your god is a greatsword. You can wield a greatsword because that falls under the specialty. You wield the weapon ideally to your god, which is what your god would wield. So, yeah. Alright, looks like wisdom is the best. So we're going to say wisdom and charisma for this one because that's the best. Because even though there's nothing here listed for charisma, when it comes to turning undead, the amount of monsters you can destroy is based on your charisma score. So, yeah. Alright. And she is neutral good. So we'll actually cover some of the other things here in a minute with the alignment. I know we covered one creature, one of the characters, but not anyone else. Real quick before we continue, Broomhilda. There, you know what? I like that one. Brunhilde. All right. Before we continue, let's see what else we got here. All right. We did have some things. All right. Only 36 more subs to go. Are we at 36 still? We are still 36 away. Come on, people. Am I not doing a good enough show? Should I get naked? No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Oh boy, I'm just trying to figure out where all the good people are at, where all the kick-ass people are at. Come on, I'm throwing out a good show here. I'm actually into this. I could be worse. Oh, and clerics can wear almost virtually any armor, so there we go. All right, let's go into the character abilities. Let's look at so clerics get spells, which we will talk about that in a bit. Nothing special there. Clerics do have turn undead, which is wisdom. And then we do have weapon selection, which is a cleric must wield the weapon of their deity. Oh, must wield. So if the weapon of your deity is not what's on the cleric weapons list, then you can choose then you can have one outside of the list. That's what the special means. So there you go. All right, here we go. I don't even know what her deity would be. We got to figure out what her religion would be for a neutral good character. I'll probably use gods from Paramore because I do have a bunch of them. So, and that Paramore is really my go-to world for Castles and Crusades. Very, very easy stuff. So yeah. All right, and level 1. Oh, before we do that, let's get these attributes in place, shall we? Okay, so I got 2 15s. So here's how we're gonna place that one. There and there. There we go. All right. 2 15s. All right. And I do have a 12. And for the dex, that'll be good because that'll put that at a 13. So booyah. And then 11, 11, 8. So I think we'll do 10. No. We'll do this. We'll do 7, 11, and 11. All right. There we go. All right. And let's see here. 13 to 15 on my wisdom. I get 1 extra first level spell. All right, so that's right. We get to select spells too. So, all right. So I got 3, 1. I actually get 3 and 2. There we go. Those are the spells I get to select. All right, awesome sauce for that. Okay, let's get to the height and the weight. Oh, and the age. Did we do the age for the dwarf? I don't think we did. We'll go back to Suzuna in a minute. All right, so a halfling age starts off at 20, but she is a cleric, so we can modify that with group 3. So group 3 is 46s. $20. So she's 40. And is a halfling a middle age near there? Here we go. Middle age halfling is 50 years old. Okay. So we're like 10 years from that. So she's currently 40. All right. Awesome sauce. All right. Now let's go up here and booyah. All right. So halfling, 2d4. And then 2d4 again. All right, so 7 for that one. So let's see. All right. So she is going to be... Oh, holy shit. Oh, that's because it's only 1 point away from that. So yeah. She is 3 foot 3 inches. And of course she carries the max, so 38 pounds. So, all right. So the max for a halfling in height is like roughly 3 foot 3 inches, depending on how you do it. 38 pounds. So she's at max weight and literally 1 inch difference from max height. So she looks average. She's not fat or skinny. She's about average. So she looks like she's well fed, maybe well taken care of. All right. And we'll have to figure out who's a neutral good deity for her. Like I said, I'll use the gods of Paramore. Heck, maybe this one shot will be in the realm of Paramore. I don't know. Like I said, that's my go-to world. All right, her deity must be neutral good. So that leaves with Solana and Goldolin. Which Goldolin is a gnome, Solana is an angel. We're going to do that. We're going to do Solana. So, Solana is an angelic deity, not like anyone else. Nobody knows where she comes from. We'll actually talk about, maybe we'll talk about a little bit about Solana a little bit. as we're making into this. So yeah. All right. Meanwhile, let's go over and okay. So hit points, nothing there. So 8 and 8. So amen to that. All right, and now um let's do equipment, and then we're gonna go do some spells, get spells ready, and then we'll just work on our last but not least character. 2d10. 14. 140 gold pieces. More than Yep. Yep, more than most people. So, all right. Let's see what we got here. Well, I do have 140 gold pieces, so let's look at... I believe clerics can wear any armor. And if that is true... Oh, and just let everybody know, Solana's weapon is a scimitar, so I have to buy a scimitar for this halfling. Maybe we'll show a picture of a scimitar later. That'll be kind of cool. Alright, so I think clerics can carry any known weapons or any known armor. Yes, any armor is fine with them. So weapons have to be a scimitar. So let's go with this because maybe she will get a decently set of armor. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do scale mail. Either scale mail or chain mail. Scale mail. It's cheaper, bit heavier but cheaper. Scale mail. Price on that is going to be 50 GP. Weight is 30 pounds. And EV for it is 4. And it has a 4 for AC. With the scale mail, I also get the leather coif for free because it comes with it. Price kind of doesn't really matter, but we'll put 4 GP in on it. The weight does matter. So 2 pounds, 1 EV, and the leather coif gets a +1, and that is only... So, in Castles and Crusades, whenever your head is attacked, you then add AC... add AC bonus to AC only... Okay. So the way those works is okay. So leather coif is a helmet, and the helmet AC bonus only applies if the head is attacked. So you're probably wondering how this works. Okay, and we'll check the base AC here in a minute. So okay, so my base dex. Okay, so AC is always 10, but 10 plus your dex for your base AC. So I got AC is 10 plus my dex is 1, so that's 11. Okay, so the way it works is if you're being attacked anywhere else but your head, you only add the +4 to your AC, making that a 15 of AC. But if my head is attacked, you add the scale mail, the helm, and the shield, if you have a shield, to your AC then. That's how that works. I'll have to demonstrate that. With that being said, I will actually, let's see here. Let's see what we have. So the only thing that I really paid for out of pocket is the price for the scale mail, which is only 50 gold pieces. So, all right. Okay, and the kids, I'll be right back. I apparently have people coming down the stairs to freaking figure out what the hell I'm doing. I'm terribly sorry about all that, everybody. I don't know what's going on. You know, kids home from school, that's basically what that is. All right, so now let's move on to... All right, so I got to do a scimitar. Let's see, how much is a scimitar, actually? A scimitar in this game costs 15 gold pieces, which is shitty because if I want an expert scimitar in the name of my deity, I have to pay 150, so I don't have that. So I don't get to have an expert scimitar. So, all right. All right, scimitar, 15 GP. The weight is... No range. Weight is 3 pounds. EV is also 3. Damage is 1d6. All right, now it's time to add in the attack bonus, which is going to be your BTH, which I think my BTH for a cleric is 0. I still have it as a 1, so let's find out. I could be wrong. It is a 0. And so I got a -1. Melee. Oh, wow. And so my damage is going to be 1d6 -1 as well for when attacking. So we can make that as a little note there. So melee attack is d20 plus BTH plus STR modifier mod. And then damage is 1d6 plus STR mod. Which I haven't been putting mod. I just been putting STR. Obviously we know what to add and what not to. So there we go. Make sure it works right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's working just fine. Just to let everyone know, if you get a 0, it's an automatic 1. That's just the lowest it's going to go, is 1. You can't go to 0, but, you know, they don't know how to calculate that in here. So, alright, well, let's get this. So, let's see. EV, total EV. Okay, so unburden, burden, and overburden. Alright. Let's see here. I've got... I don't have anything there, so it's going to be a straight up 7. Awesome sauce. Unburdened 7. Overburden is... And we honestly, when you do overburden, you should put in a range. Let's see. 7 times 3, 21. So, like, it should be, like, looking like this, 8 to 21. I should be doing that. Because once you go over 7, you're in the unburdened section. Once you go over 21, you're in the overburden. And overburden is 22 plus easily. So, yeah. That's where that is. That might be something I have to fix with a few things. Okay, so, let's see what else is next. Oh, yeah, and... Alright, so Scimitar was 15. Oh, and I don't know what I did with that, so... Alright, that leaves 75. Awesome sauce. So we're bringing down the coinage a little bit. Okay. I do have a holy symbol. It is that of Solana. Alright, let's get a backpack and fill it. One backpack. Let's see what we got here. One backpack. 2 pounds. An EV of 2. 8 cap. And let's see here. So we're going to use 3 rations weekly. That counts as 3 cap. Water skin. 1 gallon. That counts as 1 cap. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I got 2, 3, 6, 9. Oh shit, I took like... I should give some of that back because I took like 15 gold pieces for 3 weeks worth. Oh, boy. So that's 11. But we won't worry about that because, like, that's like 6 gold pieces coming back to most people. That ain't much. -1 there. Putting it at 63. So, yeah. Weight's coming down. All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, for God's sake, did I, like... Oh, boy. Hey, you know, mental note, everybody. Put in the fucking, Oh, price for that is 2 GP. Put in the fucking, like... Always hit save. 8 cap. Alright, and then, alright, so we got 3 rations. Weekly. 1 water skin. 1 gallon. Alright, so 1 cap. 3 cap. That's what it counts for. And what that means is this counts as for 3 capacity, that counts as 1 capacity, which gives me a 4 capacity. I'm allowed to go to 8, so we're not done yet. I still got plenty of freaking stuff to get. Let's see here. Let's see here. What else do we have? We're going to say 1 bedroll, which bedroll will fit. It just counts as a 1 cap. So there's that. The bedroll is actually 1 silver piece. So hit that. So we're going to want... We got to get 10 silver pieces, so we got to put that in there, and then take this down to that, and then take this down to 9. All right, there we go. Let's see what else would be possible. Some torches. May need some torches. Definitely going to need some bandages. We're going to call forth some bandages. 9 bandages, which counts for 0 cap. It only reaches 10 if you use 1. And right now we are at 5. So, how much does bandages cost? 1 silver piece. So, yep. That's back down to 0. Let's see, what else do we got? Torches. Oh, no. No. Okay. Let's do this. Home slice. Let's see. 3 torches. And that counts for 3 cap. And that's 8 caps, sir. There we go. Alright. So then that takes this down to 61. That puts this at 9. That puts this at 10. I spent 3 silver. Or 3 copper. So that'll be 7 copper left. Alright. There's that. Yeah, we got some coinage. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. What else would Brunhilde carry? Right now, she's only at 2 EV. Let's check the EV real quick. Oh, I didn't get her a shield either. 3 EV. 7 EV. And 10 EV. Her encumbrance value is at 10. And we're not done yet. So, yep. So she is burden. Period. But I could care less because she needs to be decked out a little bit. No one else is in this freaking group, so yep, might as well be her. Okay, so I have literally just enough. I don't have enough for that. I'm going to give her an expert buckler. A lot of times people wouldn't waste time with that because that's 20, and it's just literally a little wooden shield. Doesn't really count for very much, but it might in this instance. So it gets so instead of a +1 to AC, it gives you 2 to your AC. So all right. So I told you guys I was going to show you how this works. All right. So my AC is 11 because it's your AC starts off at 10 and then adds your Dex mod. So it starts off at 11. All right. And then let's say your head gets attacked, you add in 4 to that 6, and that's 7. That would be 18. If the head doesn't get attacked, then you just add the 4, the 2, the 6 to the 11. 4 for the scale mail, 2 for the buckler, and that gives you +6 to your AC, which is 11. So 11 plus 6. Yep, 11 plus 6 is 17. So 17 to hit. So to hit anywhere else is 17. To hit your head, it's going to be 18. And if they try to aim for the head and it's not random, that counts as a called shot. They take a -8 to all that shit. Luckily, huh? Alright, so we got 21, 1. I don't think we have any arrows or bolts. Alright, let's see here. I still got... Alright, so I got 61... I've still got coinage. So let's see what else we can... Oh, wait. Nope. That counts as 2, so 59. Alright. We still got coinage, though. I don't really think we need anything else. She could probably just hang on to some of that stuff. You know what? I'll do this. Silver holy symbol. For Solana. It's going to... Okay, so just one. Price for the silver holy symbol is going to be 25. You'd naturally get one once you join up with a church, but if you want something more fancy, this will be good. 1 and 1. Fair enough. There we go. 34. Alright, so this has a 1 EV. And the expert buckler has 2. So that's going to be 13 above 10. Or 3 above 10. So 13 and 13. Which places her in the burden section. Which means I get minus 10 feet to move score. And then a +2 CL to all dexterity based checks. Which does hurt in the long run, but what are you going to do? So, yep, minus 10, so now I can only go 10 feet. Like I said, it's going to hurt in the long run, but what the fuck are you going to do? And in the midst of, like, you know, all this. So, 3, 7, 8, Whoa. Hang on, what did I go wrong here? 3, 7, 8. Okay. Let's do it again. Hang on. 3, 7, 8, 10. There we go. 12 and 13. Yep, so it is right. It is 13. All right, so there's that. Anyone got a quick idea for background for our poor... Oops, sorry, I minimized that. Show anything? I minimize it? Nope, just go black. Okay, good. Sorry, alright, Brunhilde was found floating at the river that flows next to the monastery that would raise her. She would be an orphan with no knowledge of who her parents are. Ah, there we go. Orphaned. And she is, we'll just say a follower for right now. Let's give her a nice title. We've been getting everyone else a title. Definitely going to have to go through some of that backstory stuff there. Oh, Oh, and I forgot we get spells too, so I get to open up my spell book, my main spell book. I'm gonna randomly just generate her spells for her because instead of going through and seeing what works and what doesn't, like I said, this is not like a character that I'm gonna play. It's just for a one shot solo play. So I'm just gonna randomly generate that for her and see what she turns up with. I mean, as a cleric, can't be too bad. So let's see here. I guess maybe if I find something useful, maybe, I don't know. Take it one step at a time. All right. Cleric 0 level spells. I'm going to roll, I get 3 of them, so I'm going to roll 3d12s. All right. And let me see. 9, 8, and 6. We'll just do 6, 8, 9. All right. Find lost thoughts. First aid. And fish song. What the fuck is a fish song? I have no idea what that is, but we'll have to figure that one out. Alright, and then... Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, and then we're going to do 2 first level spells, but there's a lot here, so we're going to say roll 2d56. Can I do that? Oh, literally, it rolls something. Oh god, it does roll something. Okay, so we got 5 for the first one, which is bless. I don't know why it's friggin' got that there, but we'll check it out in a minute. Lone cleric. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, so we get bless. And then let's go back to cleric spells. And then the next one is going to be 51. So soft glow. Okay, so there we go. Not much, but, you know, perfectly fine there. Alright, alright. These guys are fully loaded. Okay. Well, so she sings to the fishes? Well, let's see what fish song says there, Sparta Chris. Since, even I don't even know what that is. I mean, I haven't, I've read all this in the book, but, I haven't read all of it. Alright, see, fish song. QRS. Here we go. Oh, fish song. With this spell, it says level 0 druid, not cleric. Huh. Okay. Maybe that's a misprint. I hate that, but it is what it is. So we're gonna change that because apparently that's for druid. That might be a misprint in the book. Which misprints do happen. We're gonna change that to fish song, which honestly does sound better for a druid than a freaking cleric. To light. There we go. Yeah, this doesn't look to be very combative. Okay, so we're going to go back to fish song because I do want to know what that does. Let's see here. Motherfucker. All right, here we go. Alright, with this spell, the druid is able to summon any large fish to his hand. The druid must be near water where there are fish. The summoned fish is large enough for one meal. That would have been useful for a cleric, but guess not. That ain't gonna freaking happen. So, wow, okay. Awesome sauce. Well, so Solana is the goddess of redemption and healing. She's neutral good. Her holy symbol that most people would have is an angel Inca. She's mainly for healers and farmers. She's depicted as an angelic being, someone that is not of the material world, or not even close of the material world, or not anyone that has ascended into the material world from the material world. So no one really knows where she comes from. And her weapon is a scimitar. So I'm gonna look up something for you guys, just to give you guys a little bit of backstory about Solana. Because I know we don't cover a lot of deities in the actual game. Let me see here. Solana. Here we go, Solana. Alright, so Solana is the goddess who teaches temperance and patience in all things. Compassion and peace are her greatest virtues, and if enemies of the faith seek redemption, they can be redeemed. Okay. It is said that Solana is one of the oldest deities in existence, with no mention on how she was born or created. She participated in the battle against Gruga, as Gruga descended onto the realm to destroy the creation of Torag. No, it's not Torag, that's Morg. I don't know why I said Torag. Probably because I was thinking of Torag when I created Morg. Anyway, so Solana is depicted as a gold angel with golden hair composed of flames. Her aura is emitted by holy light while holding a scimitar. Okay, so here's some things. Solana has some relationships. She has a relationship with what you call the Godly Fellowship. Solana is the second in command of the Fellowship next to Morg. Even though she is the oldest deity in the realm, she falls behind Morg against the battle of Gruga's many attempts to destroy the realm. Solana has been known to be in a polyamorous relationship with both Tessera and Goldolin. And let's see here. She's known as the Sun Lord. She has something called the Sun Lord. Solana's herald is a platinum skinned angel that is escorted by 11 divine doves. Most of her clergy is made up of bards, clerics, druids, paladins, and rangers. And she does have the Book of Redemption and Healing. She does have a holiday. It's the 16th day of Fireburn. So there we go. Her colors are blue, green, and gold. Not red. Not red, though. Blue, green, and gold. Even though she's got, like, a godly aura. Gold because it's for her aura. Blue and green for peace. That's crazy as shit. I don't know why Torg is in there. It's not like, maybe I was looking at something. I don't know. Should be Morg. Alright, let me get this going. Looks like I get to make an additional change. Alright, so anyway, we won't worry about that. But yeah, that is Solana. She's neutral good and very friendly. And that's Brunhilde for you. Okay, so Brunhilde wouldn't be against multiple partners, huh? No, she's not against. She sings. There's a lot to remember from all your books. Yes, there is. So Brunhilde wouldn't be against multiple partners. No, she wouldn't be, sadly. But that also kind of goes along with her alignment. So where some people might be like frowning on that, her alignment is still neutral good. And let's bring that into a little bit of a light. So the dwarf was chaotic good, which we didn't really talk about that. So, but we did talk about the lawful neutral character. The chaotic good, okay, so characters of this alignment view the greatest good as being attainable through freedom and individual liberty. Thus, they place primary importance on individuality and liberty of action over that of any law or societal structure. And then she's neutral good. That's chaotic good. She's neutral good. So characters of this alignment have a healthy respect for both law and freedom, typically choosing a road betwixt the two in order to achieve benefits and mercy for all, including themselves. Just because they do it for themselves don't mean they're not good. Alright, anyway. Sweetness. Alright, so let's take before we begin the next one, which is going to be an elf. We're going to make an elf. We are going to take a little bit of a break and come back to this. So, yep, let's take a little bit of a break, and I'm going to check out a few things. right, and we are back. I did say we were going to start off with the next one, but I've decided we are going to stay with Brunhilde for just a little bit longer because we forgot to figure out if we were going to give her a secondary skill of some sort. Um, honestly, I can't even. Let me look at the secondary skill or some advantages. I have no idea what we are going to do for that. I guess I'm going to let you guys decide what you guys think she should have as far as a secondary skill. You guys can go ahead and ask any questions. Meanwhile, I am going to push on to the final character real quick, who is going to be an elf wizard. So, yeah. This one is going to be an elf wizard. I originally was going to make an elf knight, but somebody wanted a wizard, so that's what we're getting. So, amen to that, right? So we're going to just add in a few things here. And this will be, I think, we haven't gotten one. We've been pushing for, we're over 2 hours. I think I'm only going to go to finish this. And if I don't have anyone else, if we at least don't have one sub, I think we're going to call it a day and go, well, I think we just need to wait until I bring out some real, like, I'm going to have to bring out the big guns. Like, I have to bring out an adventure for you guys. It'll either be an adventure or it'll be where I'm solo playing or something big, or we'll just wait till the new year because I know I'm going to reach the 200 mark eventually. I just was hoping to try and reach it before the new year. Start off nice and strong for 2024 because that's what I like. I like to start off nice and strong for like New Year's coming in. So here we go. All right, so we are gonna reopen our book because I closed it for some strange reason. I don't know as to why. Don't ask me. All right, so this is gonna be another neutral good character. So, Elf Wizard. Okay, let's get into some character abilities. Because the first thing that we are going to do is get into the race, which is going to be Elf. Alright, and here we go. So, we got Enhanced Senses, which that's going to be something kind of big coming up. I love Enhanced Senses on elves. And spot hidden doors. And that is a wisdom check as well, according to what I'm reading here. And then weapons training. Okay, well. So it'll be composite longbow, composite shortbow, longbow, shortbow, longsword, or short sword. I'm not sure. But we're going to say weapons training, and he's probably going to need a weapons proficiency with this one. We are actually going to say longsword. And I think that'll be like an advantage that I'll take. Okay, so 30 feet. We're going to say base is definitely going to be, bonus to hit is definitely going to be 0. +1 to dex, -1 to constitution. So that's where we're going to end up with that. Alright, and then character abilities is going to be +2 listen, move silent, and find traps. Alright, now we're going to go down to the wizard class specifically. Alright, and it's going to be a 1d4 as far as the hit dice is concerned. 0, club, dagger, dart, or staff. Well, definitely probably gonna get a staff. Like I said, this is gonna be kind of a different wizard because making an elf wizard is really weird. All right, so spells, which is good. So we got elves generally have a grimoire. So all right, let's see what we got here. let's get some things going on here. So intelligence is going to be that. Doesn't really have much else for anything else. So let's see what we got here. All right. I got 215, so we're gonna definitely make that there. Definitely. Let's get another 15 for Dex, which that'll make that 16 plus 2 easily. Dex is gonna be the prime. Dex is gonna be the prime. Okay. Booyah and booyah. And then let's do not 13 there. Let's do 11 here. That'll take up one of the 12s. And let's see. Let's do 13 here. 12 there. And 6. There we go. And the prime is going to be definitely be dexterity and frickin' that. Dexterity and intelligence. We do get spells. So I look like I'm going to go look at the wizard spellbook, and it looks like we get 4, 2, and I get an extra 1. So 4 and 3. All right. Looks like this wizard's going to be packing some shit. All right. Con is going to be that, so it's going to have maximum 4 hit points. 4. Oh boy, this wizard's going to be weak. Well, squishy at least. Okay. That's pretty much about it there. I guess we'll just go with age. Elven age. Let's see. Aru Laktar. You got something with TAR, buddy. We'll call it Rulatar. No. How about Alistair? There we go. Alistair. No, that's too human-y. And this guy's, and this is actual. Oh shit. And this is an actual male. So let me, in the description, identify the gender as male. I looked up the Elvish equivalent to Timothy Tim, and these are gender neutral versions of the name. Okay. All right. A Rulatar. That's kind of a Rulatar. I don't know. We'll say, how about Arutar? No. Rulatar. Yeah, okay, that's the best I can come up with. This is just for this. Okay, let's come up with names now. Not names. Let's get all this. Let's get the age going here. All right. So for elves, we can roll a 2d8. All right, 4 for that one. So that'll be. All right. So he is 5'8", and then. All right, 134 pounds, 5'8". 5'8" and 134 pounds. That's not bad. Let's see what is average. So is he below it? So let's see. Is he below average? 6'1" is average. In height, 6'1" is average in height. So I'm below average height. And 134 pounds is average weight. So I'm only below average height by what? 6'1", so 5'9". Maybe he's a little chunky. He's about average. It's not like he's maxed out. He's in there somewhere. Maybe the size, the weight is average. I'm just below average height, but only by so many things. So hang on a second. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little chunky, but not much. This is a good eating elf. For if elves eat more than just plants, most elves don't eat much but plants. All right, so let's see, unburdened, burdened, and overburdened. Let's see where this ends up with us. Okay, so the total. All right, so I don't have strength of that, so the total is going to be 6. 7 to 18, and 19 plus for PV. All right. Yeah. Okay, good. Alrighty. I'm taller than all of them. I'll send you the page. Okay, cool. All right. All right. So let's see here. Well, elves don't really. Well, wizards don't generally have armor, so we ain't got to worry about that. We're definitely going to. Let's get down to. Wizards don't carry any armor, but let's get down to. Well, first off, we got to figure out what starting gold they have. Oh boy, wizards 1d10. Okay. 50 gold pieces is what they've got. All right, let's see where this takes us. Okay, 50 gold pieces. All right. And they definitely don't start off with a bonus to hit, so we're good there. Oh, and you know what? We are going to start off with a advantage. Let me pull up my list online. We are going to start off with an advantage. Because he needs one to make sure the longsword works for him. Be a homebrew advantage. Yep. Weapon proficiency. I homebrewed this. It just allows you to select a weapon that works for you. You know, it makes you proficient in it, so you no longer take the -4. It's nothing majorly, or it's not even groundbreaking, so you don't even have to worry about that. So longsword. So now he can wield a longsword without taking a minus. So basically, since an elf is proficient with longsword, all that does is grant a +1 to hit. But because he's a wizard, and he, so as an elf, he trained with longsword, but he's not proficient with longsword. So all that does is gives you a +1 to hit. So if you're dealing with a non-proficient weapon, it's basically non-proficient weapons you gain at a -4 to hit. So with and that's not including your strength or anything. So for us, that'd be like a -5. Yeah, real good, huh? So a -5. Granted, probably take something more of a magical advantage would have been better, but we just did this, so yeah. So basically, with him being trained with longswords, instead of it being a -5, it would only been a -4. Now, because he is also proficient with longswords, it's no longer a -4. It is now literally just a -1. So yeah, you see how well that goes down. So he probably wouldn't use it very much, but, this does grant him a little bit of an ability to using longswords. Now, nobody ever does this, but I am going to give my wizard... So, staffs are generally, when they're created, they're generally free. 0 or whatever you deem it. If I do an expert staff, that'll be 10 gold pieces if I do at minimum. And if I do a greater expert staff, that is going to be 25 gold pieces. Now, nobody really gets a greater expert staff because why would you ever use that? But we are, for the sake of it, we're going to use it, which is going to be 25 GP. Yeah, that sounds weak. That sounds like, oh my god, he's getting a really cool-ass weapon. He really isn't. It's just a fucking staff. It's made of wood, and it's only melee. And he gets a +2 to hit and a +2 to a +2 to hit and a +2 to damage. That's all that greater experts give. However, that is also coinciding. So when you do, all right. So melee attack is with this D20 plus BTH plus STR mod +2. All right, and then the damage for it is going to be 1d6 +2 plus STR mod. Okay, that's basically what that is. Okay, it gets a +2 to hit and a +2 to damage. All right, but with the STR mod being a -1, so let's see here. I'll add the attack bonus and everything's supposed to be that the dice is supposed to roll. So BTH is 0, STR mod is -1, and then it gets a +2. So it's literally just a 1 right now. All right, and then you just add this, so it'll be 1d6. Okay, so then you get a 2. It'll be 2 minus 1, so that's just a 1 for the damage. Because you can just put that right here too, and it should calculate it as well. So let's see, and I don't think if you do 1 minus, I don't know. Do you? If you do, oh no, it doesn't calculate that. So there we go. So there we go, and then make sure everything turns out right. You just hit melee attack. 6 plus 1 is 7 because that's all it's gonna get. And then damage. So 4 plus 2 is 5. No, 4 plus 2 is 6. Minus 1, that's 5. Yep, so that looks to be correct. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. Minus 1, that's 2. Okay, yep. So nobody would actually ever use anything like that. But we're going to do that because that's going to be to like 20. That's only going to cost my wizard 25 points to use. Or 25 gold pieces. Whoop-de-fucking-do for that. He didn't, but I mean, he can't really get much else anyway. It's not like we're gonna be buying armor. EV for that is 4, and it's like, look at that. I'm almost over encumbered. So, yeah. Let's see. Do I get? Oh, I do get a. Let's see here. We're gonna say dwarf. Who knows dwarf is that? Okay, sweetness. Alright, so no armor. Let's get some food. Let's get some. Here's what we're gonna do, though. We are gonna get a backpack. Two GP, and I believe that's 2 and 2. And inside the backpack, we're gonna put the following. So 50 minus 25 minus 2 is 23. Alright, let's get some, let's get 3 rations, week. 3 cap, and then let's see here, 1 water skin, 1 gallon, 1 cap. Alright, so that'll be also -9. And then the water skin. At least I freaking got the ability to have some water. -1. Alright, and then let's see here. 4 torches. 4 cap. So that'll be 8 cap right there. Alright. Alright. $12. 10 silver minus 1 silver. Because torches is only 10 copper, and I got 4 of those, so 6. Amen. Okay, awesome sauce. And all that is in my bag, so nothing else counts against it. Let's see what we are at currently for. So I got an EV of 4 with the staff. So fucking lame, because that's like his only weapon. Okay, and then let's see what else we got here. And then only 2 EV of that, so that's 6. So if we stop now, that is all that he will be able to carry without being burdened. So he's at his max unburdened level. And that's pretty much about it for that one. Let's see here. 21, 1. Oh, and we got to see how many points to the next one. 2601. All right, and all right, chat. What's gonna be their background and title? You know, where did he come from? Oh, I forgot to do age. Oh well, while we're waiting on chat to answer that, let's do this elf's age. So elves start out at 110 years, but as for the wizard section, it looks like I go with group 3, which is 10d6s, which is 40. So 40 plus 110, that's 150 years old. Elves don't reach middle age until 175, so yep, 150 years old. Look at that. A scholar who dwelled into the mystic arts. Okay, all right. Scholar, and we don't really have a title for him. Magic one, maybe. All right. Well, real quick, let's get some spells going here, and that would be it for this part. That'll be it for all the RPG stuff. Well, the tabletop gaming stuff. We'll see what we got going on afterwards. But other than that, let's see here. All right, so let's do some wizard stuff. I'm gonna do a D20, and I get 4 of those, so 4d20. I did 4d20. All right, let's see what we got here. 3 arcane mark. 8 find lost thoughts. 9 firebolt. Oh, he might have some hope for him yet. And then 15 mending. And then all right, our 3d55. All right, so the first one is going to be 15 Eagle's Splendor. And then we're looking at 51 Unseen Servant. Grammar issues. And then 54 Warding. There we go. That is it. Nothing else special. I'll make sure my equipment is correct, and it looks like it is. Well, the equipment, I mean, by equipment I meant all of this. Now, you can very easily, like, We can very easily turn this like 12 gold pieces into 2, and then 1 platinum, which actually takes your weight down, but we don't measure weight like that, so we're not going to do that. Move that back up to 12. So yeah, we don't measure stuff like that, so yeah. Alright, well, that looks like that is done for that one. I even chose a secondary. Alright, so let's go back to some of the other two. Alright, so let's see. We got Brunhilde, which I don't think has... She does not. She never got a advantage or a secondary skill. The learned. I don't think I'm going to make that as a background. That sounds weird. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at some advantages. We already have someone who's good in culinary. Broomhilda should be good in... I believe we have a first aid skill, actually. She should be good in first aid because she's not only the healer, but she could be like the frickin' medic, too. So let's see here. Or no, it would be the heal skill, actually. Which I already have one, so that's what we'll do. We'll give her the secondary skill of heal 1. There we go. That's her. We already got a advantage. We chose an advantage over a secondary skill. Jerry got the culinary secondary skill. All right, Susanna Iron Fist. Now that's gonna be all right. Now we get to choose a secondary skill for her or an advantage. She is a ranger. Let's see what do we have for advantages. Let's choose that out. All right. Ugh, man, my throat's getting raw here, guys. All right, so, well, for dwarves, they are expert miners, giant fighters, goblin slayers, stalwarts of courage, steadfast and sure, and tunnel vision. Giant fighters and goblin slayers are with a plus. She must have a +1 to BTH. Her BTH must be at a 1. She is not. I don't really see anything. I don't really see anything that would be kind of useful. Let's see here. I don't see anything here I could grab either. Oh, here we go. Range. Okay. We're going to give her the sharpshooter ability, which I'm not sure if that's going to really help with much, but it could. So the sharpshooter advantage gives her the following. Attacker deals +1 damage when within 30 feet. Missed attack rolls also miss allies, even if it's a natural 1, even if a natural 1 is rolled. Dexterity must be 13 or better. Dexterity is a 14. There we go. All right, so that's pretty much about it for that, everybody. Well, with her wanting revenge on the orcs, make her a goblin slayer. Can't. She has to have a 1 to her BTH. Her BTH, her bonus to hit must be a +1, and it's not. That'll probably be, like, better for when she's more advanced. But these are, like, level 1 characters that we're going to be playing with, so... Alright, we've been going on for almost 3 hours now. Give me just a hot second. I have to go use the restroom because I've been drinking a lot of water. I know I've had to stop a few times today. I do apologize for that. We're going to put you guys on a brief hold, check into a few things, and shall return. Well, everybody, we've been playing, we've been on here streaming for almost 3 hours. We're gonna go off here and take a break. No video games today. Did not make it to 165 subscribers, so I'm still at 164. So it looks like I'm gonna have to bring out the big guns. That means adventuring off and bringing back my crew, but unfortunately that can't happen before the new year. So hopefully maybe I'll pick up some more subscribers along the way, some stragglers, be like, yo, come with me, let's do some gaming, and go from there, everybody. So for those who tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in, and to remember to work hard, play hard, game on, everybody. Have a great and wonderful evening.